Alright guys, how you doing? My name's Tyler. I'm here with Ben G of Brick Squad and B Fam from Columbia, South Carolina. We're doing a little interview with him today. Start it off.
Something special that I feel inside. They trying to kill you, but you're still alive. I hear you and I feel your vibe. Music. I hear you calling just like, hey, hey, hey. I'm on my way.
Alright Ben, how'd you get your start rapping, man?
Well, really, when I was in middle school, I used to write a lot of poetry, and a couple of my friends that I went to school with, they were like, oh, I have read some of it to them, and they were like, man, it really sounds like you're rapping, you should start rapping. So, you know, we used to just like try to make beats on a keyboard and just rap over them. It was really like, we didn't really know what we were doing, but through high school and like when I was like 18, 19, really is when it like really started to kind of take its own life. And,
right.
You know, comparisons are definitely gonna come up with other rappers, especially white rappers. But at the end of the day, like I feel like I'm carving my own lane because, you know, I'm from the South. I have a story, like it's really like rags to riches, like making, you know, coming from nothing to something. And along with that, I paired all that with the fact that I actually do have bars that have substance. And I know how to make party records and fun records for kids that have fun too. So.
Hating y'all been doing to the game, you a lame. If you thinking talking shit is gonna stop me, you're insane. A king never change, I always be the same me. If we work together, there is more to be obtained. See, morally the game make me wanna hop a train. He let the fucking flow, I give a fuck about the fame. We take it all the way from the bottom to the top. Life's a game of pool, who's calling all the shots? Seen the drug addicts crawling all up on the block. Seen the cops running all up in the spot, twist the plot.
So who's your biggest influence?
I would say my biggest influence is probably my mother, because she told me that, you know, she was really the only person that really was like, yeah, you know, I really think that you can change the world in some sort of capacity. So, you know, she was the inspiration to make me go hard and make the dream come true, you know.
So who would you compare yourself to?
I mean, I really don't even think that there's like really one person I can think of that I would compare myself to, but I definitely want to be seen in the same lane as, like, you know, people put Wale and J. Cole and Kendrick and, you know, artists like that.
Real lyricists.
Yeah, lyricists that also know how to make records.
Exactly. So you got this whole big movement, B-Fam, going on. Tell me a little bit about that, what it stands for.
B-Fam stands for Be Forever About Music, and really at the end of the day, I just wanted to make the fans like feel like they're a part of the family. So at the end of the day, I don't want them to feel like they're worshiping someone, because I feel like that happens too much with rappers. Like they want all their fans to like worship them and think that they're higher than them or they're a god to them or whatever it may be. With me, like, I'm just a regular dude, you know. I came from the same situations as a lot of people that when you stand on stage and you look in the crowd, a lot of those people have walked in similar situations as you. So, you know, just because I'm gaining a little success with what I'm doing doesn't make me a better person than them. So that's why it's B-Fam. We're a family, and that's how we rock.
I heard you're repping a new squad now. Tell me a little bit about Brick Squad.
Well, earlier this year I went and I really met him last year, and we started becoming cool. And then he let me get on a few shows with him this year. And my managers actually started doing some work for him. They started doing his merch and all that, and just developed a business relationship with him. And I came to open for him a couple times at shows and just hanging out with him backstage, showing him my music. He just like was, you know, drawn to it. So it was really just like you know, it just kind of happened. So, oh yeah, of course, you know, Waka has a lot of opportunities for me in Atlanta. I actually, you know, I've been songwriting for a lot of other artists right now, so just trying to get, you know, royalty checks off of that.
So we're gonna get away from all the seriousness for a second. We're gonna play a little game called Word Association.
Okay.
I'm gonna name a few words. You name the first thing that pops in your head. All right, you ready?
All right.
All right. Basketball.
LeBron.
Miley Cyrus.
Twerking.
Apple juice.
Grape.
All right. All right.
Who was the first person to ever take an apple and make apple juice and sip it for the first time? Must have been like, I cannot believe how good this tastes. Or just bite an apple like, wow, this is a movement.
Apples, I'm telling you, bro. They're gonna take its place.
I could go for any fruit. Like, who peeled the first banana and ate it? You know, like.
Last words here. What is one thing that you would like to say to yourself about the world? What do you want the world to remember you as whenever you leave?
I just I want to be remembered as somebody that had a dream, they focused on it, they chased after it, and I want to represent that to kids like me, because these rappers, they have an obligation to, you know, a lot of times they tell, like when they talk about the streets or whatever they have been through, they glorify the wrong parts of it, and a lot of times we need to really give people the good and the bad. They have to understand what's really going on out here in both aspects, because it's not all about money, cars, and clothes, and women. It's really a lot more to life than that, and these kids get so caught up in thinking that's what it's all about that it's really having a negative, like hip-hop can have a positive or a negative influence on the youth, and I want to be remembered as one of the guys that, you know, even though I can, you know, talk about some of that stuff that might not be so conscious, at the same time I want to do it in a way where I can always be viewed as a positive person who uplifted his community, who gave back, and who represented something that kids can look up to and be like, okay, I want to be like that. Because, you know, at the end of the day, these kids, they all look at these rappers and they idolize them. So you can take that and run with it one way, or you can go the other, and I want to go the positive way with it. So no matter what I speak on, I'm always going to represent myself that way, and I think I just want to be viewed that way, that somebody that, whether it's small or big, I had an impact on the world.
Definitely. I appreciate you coming out, Benji.
Yeah, man, thanks for having me.
This is Tyler, aka Tyler Rhymes, here with CisternYard Radio, and we are out.